how to energetically clear a space. Admittedly, there are places that we go through and to or in that lots of other people have been in. And so in those spaces, I like to center myself before I go into those spaces. I like to see myself as being a pure vessel of light, and that what I'm going to do in those spaces to be shining out. So that's one of the ways that I first set the intention before I go into a place. But specifically to clean or clear an energetic space, or to clear a physical space energetically, there are several things that I like to do. One is to open a window. If I can open a window and get the air moving, that can help in and all by itself. And the most dramatic space that I experience this is when we put in a whole house fan. And the first time that we opened up the windows and turned it on, truly within 20 seconds, the energy in the entire space fully changed. Another way of cleaning the space or clearing out the space is to be able to use white sage. Now, white sage has been shared with us from our beautiful Indian Native Americans who have used it as a purifying, cleaning all on its own. Recently, I went to a wedding, and as we came into this outdoor venue, all of us were given the opportunity to be saged with white sage as a methodology of purifying or cleaning our own energy as we came into the space. It can also be used in a physical space. I invite you and encourage you to put something underneath it, because once you light either a leaf of sage or a full amount of sage, know that it is burning, and with burning you can sometimes have embers. And I have a friend who has multiple holes in multiple carpets because they didn't put something underneath. So I just invite you, learn from my friend, to put something underneath. The next thing that you can do if you don't happen to have white sage is that you can also light a candle, or if it's appropriate, light a fire in the fireplace. Fire has an incredible way of clearing energy. Another way of doing this is to use an essential oil. And if you choose to use an essential oil, I invite you to find a very, very pure organic type, one that doesn't have a lot of fillers and additives to it. The whole idea of clearing this space is to fully clear it, not to be bringing more toxins into it. Now, after you have cleared the space however you want to, the next thing I invite you to do is to fill the space. How do you fill the space? You can fill it with a prayer. You can be asking for love to fill it. You can use palo santo to fill it as well. And again, when I burn palo santo, I'm very, very careful to have something underneath it. Now, it's a very, very hard wood, so it's not going to catch on fire easily. So I do happen to have with me a lighter or something where I can keep lighting it, getting it to turn into that beautiful smoke, and then use the smoke to fill up the space. Sometimes people, now this is the advanced part, right? Sometimes people will ask me, now, is it important how you go into the room to clear it? If I'm going to be clearing a home or a space for somebody else that I haven't cleared before, or if I'm moving into a new place and want to be clearing that space, I start at the doorway. I start in the bottom left-hand corner, go up all the way around, and then back down the right side, completely filling up that space before I walk through it. And then I have that same methodology of going around the room from left all the way around the room, making sure I'm clearing the ceiling and also the floor before clearing the full space. I look forward to hearing your comments about how your space feels after you clear it energetically.